What is good, fam? You know who I am, Wealthy Westbrooks, back with another video. Make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and join the tribe. If you've been tuned in, then you already know the vibe. Turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any videos coming up in the future. See, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. You know, and throughout my life, throughout my journey, you know, I've been humbling myself. You know, I've had a cool life. You know, I've done a lot of cool things. I've had a very exciting life. You know what I'm saying? I've done things that a lot of people dream about. A lot of dudes couldn't do. A lot of men wish they could. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in general just wish they could. And you know what I'm saying? I've just lived a life. No, I'm not trying to brag at all. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm really saying is I'm grateful. Okay, I'm really grateful. So much to the point that I wake up grateful every single day. You know what I'm saying? The sun is shining. You know what I'm saying? The sun is shining. Like, I woke up today, hopped in the whip. You know what I'm saying? Looked at my girl, and you know what I'm saying? Life was good. We started having a little light conversation. You know what I'm saying? We're counting the blessings. Now, the thing is, though, as I'm going through traffic, I could tell a lot of people do not feel the same way as I do, right? A lot of people are really miserable. A lot of people are mad. They hate their life. Like, this is really what I'm observing, yo. Like, people are fucking miserable and angry. Like, really just not happy with their situation. And I get it, sort of. I sort of get it. Like, so let's talk about it, right? What are you talking about, coach? What are you talking about, Henry Aaron? What do you mean? Like, I mean, there's a lot of people who, they put up a front. Like, I don't think a lot of these people I see on these roads they're actually really genuinely happy. Like, you can tell just by the way they drive. You know, you can tell, you know, you might do something. Like, for example, I was just driving, merged into the left lane so I could go faster, and someone behind me is just angry. 9 o'clock in the morning, angry, flashing their high beams. By the way, if you're somebody who flashes their high beams, you're a fucking faggot. Sorry for my language, but I'm probably gonna get demonetized just for saying that. But yeah, like, don't flash your high beams on somebody behind them. Like, that's just the dumbest thing that you can do. It's very ineffective. It's people like, it doesn't bother me. It's just kind of goofy. I'm not talking about it just because it's hilarious, right? Because it just illustrates my point, right? And it's not even like I cut the man off or the woman off, whoever it was. Like, I'm a very cool, chill, calm driver. People are just genuinely butthurt for no reason. Like, people are at a point now where anything and everything just makes them mad, makes them angry. They're just not happy individuals, right? And so no matter what happens, they just find anything and everything to get all irritated and pissed off about it, complain about it, and just be all weird about. This is literally the world we live in, especially in America, I should say. In America, like, people fucking hate each other. Nobody wants to talk to each other. Nobody loves each other. Everybody's walking around with the nose all up, the lips all pucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's trying to wave and be polite. Like, you probably don't even know your neighbors that well, for real. Like, now, don't get me wrong. There are some cool, kind, loving people out here, right? There are people, like, every now and then, like, you'll run into somebody. But what I'm saying is, like, the general population seems to be in a decline. Like, I don't know if it's because of the politics. I don't know if it's because of, like, their financial situation. I don't know if it's just because of the energy that their environment has. You know, their job. You know, it could be a mix of all these things. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Life is not easy for a lot of people right now in America. You know, people are going through it. Millions and millions of Americans are going through it. Fucking homeless, and they can't pay their bills, and you know what I'm saying, they can't provide for their children, and like, a lot of people in America they've just been dealt a very bad hand of cards. But like, fuck it, yo, everyone's got the same 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just really what it comes down to. Life isn't fair. I think a lot of people don't want to admit that life isn't fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is not all fucking sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to live in a city where this fucking sunshine barely came out. So I'm grateful today. That's literally what I thought about today. I was like, yo, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and the sun is hitting. I remember times in my life where that would be life changing. Like, I remember, you know, being in such a cold city, cold, dark environment, and then going on vacations. You know what I'm saying? Going to Florida for the first time, coming out to Cali for the first time, and really, like, seeing like, damn, the sunshine is like just, it's like not just for summertime, you know what I'm saying? Like the sun doesn't just come out like every once, like like the sun is just always out. What the fuck? Like that raised my frequency, that raised my vibration, like that, it did something for me. It actually, it healed me, really. Like that shit like elevated my skin and my aura and my vibe, like for real. And so I just had that kind of moment of epiphany today, and that moment of remembering like how and why I was out here to begin with, and like why I was so attracted to it all, and just how good and how blessed it is. And yeah, like people are angry on the roads, and yeah, people are probably mad because they got to go to their 9-to-5s, or people are probably, you know, upset because they don't have enough money and they can't pay their bills, and their wife doesn't love them, and their husband doesn't love them, and their boss is mean, and groceries are high, and everything's plastic, and the gas prices and whatever. Right? People are angry. I get it. We have a weird president. I get it. But like, at least the sun is shining. Comment below. At least the sun is shining. You feel me? At least the sun is shining. You know what I'm saying? Got another day to just manifest. Another day to just be present. Another day to be the example. Be the change. Be the love. I'm not saying like you can't be like this. I'm like this. We're like this. If you're like this, if you're like me, then you know you do your best to kind of radiate positivity throughout the day, right? You try to operate unconditionally, right? Like you maintain frequency and vibration unconditionally around other people because you want to always be your best self, because most importantly, it feels good to you. Like, yeah, obviously we want to cater to people and not judge people, and, you know, understand that people have been through things, and we can't necessarily blame people for, you know, their life and the things that they're going through or whatever the case may be. But oftentimes we have to just put up this unconditional care for other people, almost for our own sanity, almost for our own well-being, almost for our own existence. And it does obviously benefit the others, but it's almost as if like if we don't enable that, you know, we're deteriorating ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So someone like me and someone like you, you know what it's like, man. You know what it's like, sis, twin. Like, you know what it's like to be in a world where most people are just like, they're mean, or they're you know, they're negative. I think that's a really good way to put it. A lot of people are just very negative, and it reflects in their lifestyle. It reflects in their, you know, in their bank balances, and their results. You know, that they just look at their life. You know, it's hard for me to see that because I've conditioned my life. I've conditioned my mind so much, and I've auto-suggested myself so much to like only see the good. You know, obviously I see the bad, I see the ugly, I see everything. But I can see through the lines, and I can see through the veil, and I just have the ability to decide what I want things to be. And a lot of people have lost that skill. I'll call it a skill. A lot of people have lost the ability to define life, you know, according to them, according to their truth. They've lost the ability, the skill to create their own meaning, create their own truth, create their own decisions that empower them. They're sort of just following the crowd. They're sort of just, you know, sheep. You know, they're just conforming, and they just kind of follow what everyone else does, and follows what everyone else says, and just they don't really think for themselves. A lot of people just don't think for themselves. And that's something I believe that's part of the issue, I'd say. People get mad when you don't think the same way as them. You notice that? Like, if you don't have the same thought as someone else, like if you don't think they have, like literally, it's that crazy. Like if someone has a thought and then they're like, oh, I don't think that, there's automatically a problem. There's automatically this weird tension, disagreement. You know what I'm saying? That's like over a thought, not even a fact, not a fact, over a thought. I want you to think about that. Just think about that. People have created separation and illusions and just deep egos rooted in thought. Think about that. Ironically, think about that, right? And I'll be the first one to tell you. I mean, I personally think thinking is pretty gay. Like, oh yeah, obviously you want to think about shit. Like, duh. Like, you think about shit, use your fucking brain. But you don't need to be sitting there like ruminating in thought and just overthinking and thinking and critically thinking. And guys, if you're with a girl, like just sitting there thinking all up in your fucking head thinking, oh, what should I say? What should I do? What's the best pickup line? What's the best, like, all of that shit is fucking like corny as fuck. All that shit is just corruptive. Thinking is corruptive to the soul. It fucks up the flow. What do you need to think about? Don't you're a man. Think of nothing. Just be everything. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's nothing to think about. Just be present and exist, and just go and figure the shit out and think if necessary. But you guys out here thinking for no fucking reason. Just stopping yourself from making progress because you think you need to think, which is fucking crazy. Women, same thing though. Women are actually women think a lot, but women get their emotions away more. You know what I'm saying? And so what the problem with women is they have a harder time deciphering between their thoughts and their emotions. So women think that their thoughts are their emotions. Because really what a woman feels is it doesn't matter what the fuck logic is going on. If whatever a woman's feeling, like whatever you feel as a woman, that's what it is. Fuck logic, right? Logic goes out the window, quite honestly, with women more than when it does with men. But even with, even regardless of your gender, like, there's not much to think about. Just be present, look at life, create life from within, and just be still, be present. Simple. Comment below, be present. Comment below, I'm present. Silence is golden. I don't need to yap on here. I can be quiet. Like, watch this. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. A lot of people can't handle the silence. A lot of people can't handle being alone, get alone being in silence, right? And so they have to constantly distract themselves and stimulate themselves. And we live in a society where they're doing a good job with it. Lots of distractions, lots of noise, and it's blocking off, it's severing the tie to source, it's severing the ability to hear infinite intelligence and Christ consciousness. And so I believe that's what most people are going through. Like, people wake up and they start consuming a bunch of garbage, like literally, physically and mentally, and and they're just exposing themselves to this low frequency brain rot early in the day, and then the rest of the day, and then they just go through life and their days are just like strange. People are very much not in as much control as they want to be because they're programmed. People gotta like, that's really what it is. They're wired so deep that they don't even understand why they do the fucking things they do. They don't understand why they think the way they think. A lot of people are not really who they are. They're a product of their fucking environment. People have low IQs. People genuinely are not that fucking intelligent. And so when you can't express yourself, when you can't relate to life, when you can't get what you want out of life, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna be upset, you're gonna be mad. That's what a lot of people are dealing with. They don't know how to express themselves. They're not being acknowledged, they're not being seen, they're not being heard, they're not feeling like their work matters, they're not feeling like anything they do is going to add up, and they don't see any positive future. And so a lot of people have just completely checked out and given up, and that's really what I believe is going on. A lot of people are just at a point, especially here in America, where they just said fuck it. They just said fuck it. Like, they're like, people are just like, yo, people aren't paying their fucking bills. People aren't paying for their fucking credit cards. People aren't paying their rent. People aren't paying their taxes. You got people living in their fucking cars, going back to live with their home, family and shit. Goddamn, using food stamps, going into debt, taking out loans, using buy now, pay later services. You got motherfucking people working 2-3 jobs, still can't even survive. Bro, like, trust me, I know a lot of people out there fucked up right now, and so I would be mad too if that was me. I'll be honest with you. If that was me, I would be mad too. If that's just hit my link in the description. We got to figure out a way to help you like immediately. You need to book a call. You need to like take your life to the next level. You need to figure out a way to save money, make money, and save money. Get on a call with me, invest into the mentorship, and take your life to the next level. Now, if you're not fucked up, if you're already a millionaire, let's say you're a millionaire, let's say you've made millions, let's say you've generated millions. You know, I know a lot of you watching this are entrepreneurs. A lot of you are successful. A lot of you already have businesses and goals, and you have full-time jobs, and you're not necessarily struggling. You might relate to me. You might be like, yeah, these people are fucking crazy. Like, I'm good. Like, thank God. Cool. Well, let's still talk. Book a link. Book link in the description. Because I want to talk to you. It doesn't matter if you're earning 6, 7 figures. You can have generated 6 or 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures. Doesn't matter. I want to work with everybody. That being said, I'm cruising in the city of Anaheim right now. I'd rather work with people who are serious. Like, if you're struggling and you're fucked up in life, just keep watching the free content. Don't put yourself in a situation where you expect me to save you. You're gonna have to save yourself. The reason I like working with people who have some grip on reality already, like some level of fucking awareness, is because number one, they're not fucking idiots and they're not brain dead. They have some level of responsibility. Like I've had clients who are just clearly fucking idiots. Like literally, I'm like, they pay for things and they don't even show up to the calls, or like they'll invest into the mentorship and then they don't actually learn. Like they just sit around and they're like, oh. And I'll check in with them every week and they're like the same. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know? But then I have other clients who are just quantum leaping. I have other clients who are like, holy shit, every time we get on a call, they're like, yo, I just made way more money. I just made $10,000 more, and I just made 10 more clients, 10 more book deals. I just got a new offer, a new interview, you know what I'm saying? I just got a new apartment, I just got a new studio, you know what I'm saying? My children, my daughter, my family, you know, they're loving me, they see me, you know, I just made a new whatever. Like, I got a lot of clients who are actually applying the things that we teach and I talk about, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, I like working with people who are able to apply this information. And usually those are the people who already have some level of like some idea of success, like, or at least the motivation, the capacity, the teachability index to want to be there. Some of you guys are just fucking like really like hopeless for real. I don't mean that with like I don't mean that to be like mean, but the best thing I would do if I was you and you can't afford a call or a mentorship is just join the inner circle. It's literally free. The inner circle link in the description is free. After 7 days, it's like $9 a month. At least there you can talk to people, you can communicate, you can connect with other chosen ones. And when you're ready to come into the program, hit me up, okay? The mentorship is a 2-step process, effectively. You're gonna get on a call with me. Right now, it's only $47 for that first call. Once you get through that first call, if I decide you're a good fit, I'll onboard you. 90 days, $3K. $3K for 90 days is currently the program that I'm running. If you can't afford $3K, reach out to me. Maybe I'll give you a discount. But we got to see. At the end of the day, I just want to help as many people as I can. Don't let money get in the way. Again, that's part of the reason I like working with more people who are just more put together, because I'm not trying to stress you out over your last couple $100, your last few $1,000, family. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. You feel me? So if you're already making millions of dollars, then that $3K is nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you're making, you know, 6 figures, then that $3K is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just for my time, obviously. And obviously, of course, the information, you know, I've got so much information, so much value, and then my presence. That alone is worth, it's all that together is worth way more than $3K for 90 days, if you ask me. I should be charging like $30K, to be honest. I should, but we'll get to that. We'll get there. Anyways, guys, don't be worried, don't be mad. Go out, spread love, get some sunshine, drink some water, eat some fruit. You know what I'm saying? Tell people that you care about, that you love them, and that you care about them. Don't let anybody's negativity rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? And just do your best to stay blessed, all right? And as always, stay happy, healthy, wealthy. Focus on success. See how I put that in there like that? You see me drop another video, you already know what to do, family, all right? Tap in, peace. Have a good day.